Everybody, it's Graham Allwood from Blue Diamond Reiners here on this YouTube channel. We've had some requests on colt starting, so I'm going to do my best to inform you guys of how I start all these guys off. So this one here isn't a brand new colt that's being started. She's got some time on her. And as you guys probably all know, that when they're fresh and just getting out of the gate, so to speak, never really been sat on, you're dealing with a horse that's going to be very sensitive to what our aid requests are going to be. So what I do even with ponies, because this horse just came into my string, so I'm always feeling them out and seeing what they know. So she'll walk forward on her own. I don't really have to ask her. And what I do is I just bring them around with my hand. So I'm going to use my inside hand, which is my direct rein side, okay? I'll let my indirect rein lie on the outside of the shoulder, okay, which is your actual reining aid, okay, for neck rein. But at the moment, we're just say that I'm really not overly concerned about that, just the fact that there's going to be something there, okay, for the horse. So I just kind of move the box. I'm this is one-handing the box, and now I am two-handing the box, meaning that both my hands are going to come over and follow each other. And I might stretch the box a little bit out so I get that direct rein pulling on that side pull, and the pressure on the side pull comes from the outside of the horse. The same as when you use your neck rein, it's about the outside. So in the beginning, all I do is just guide them. I just pull them around quietly and just hold my hand in place with the door open, okay? If they tend to look away, I will just pull a little bit more so their nose comes to the inside. All right. After a while, theoretically, you'll be able to start working them, or walking them. I'll rephrase that. Walking them on what I call a swooping circle. And a swooping circle is a circle that basically is a no pressure circle, and you're just guiding them. So I'm not making it overly large because they don't learn as much, and sometimes you're working in a round pen, so you have a bit of confined space going on, but it's a matter of being able them just to walk around quietly and guide them with their nose, because all you really have is that nose, the direct rein on the nose. At that stage of the game, you are not applying any leg pressure on them at all, because they can jump out from underneath you because they're not used to it. Okay, the odd horse you can, and if you can, by all means, go right ahead. So once I get them guiding with direct rein, so they are following their nose on a pathway, and I always make these figure eights because that way you pick up both sides. All right, and when I ride, I'm riding without a bit on this animal because I can actually get more feeling from the horse as to what she understands or doesn't understand. Anyway, so I put the side pull on. Yes, you can run in a snaffle if you so choose. It's up to you, but I choose to go the softest way that I possibly can, and I run the reins crossed over each other. So, and that way, you know, you're not worried about it dropping a rein on the ground. You can run a roping rein, which is a continuous rein that goes from bit to bit and gets tied off on the ring, or even on the side pull, whatever it is you want. So once I've got a horse starting to follow its nose, and even if they come sideways a little bit initially, because what'll happen, I'm just going to say, okay. So what'll happen is you're sitting on your green horse, and generally speaking, I have a walk, jog, trot, lope thing going on with the voice in the round pen, where I cue them that way. So I will ask them to, and I will say walk, and they're not quite sure, walk. So what I do with no legs on them, because again, I'm not here to scare them, and I don't want them jumping out from underneath me and getting, a bad idea of what it is to carry weight, okay? I will just say walk, and then I will just pull them over. So it kind of pulls them off balance, and then I will stop. That is literally what I'm after, okay? And I will try the other side if they will allow it. Sometimes they'll brace up on it and still want to push the other way, but I'm going to see if the horse say walk, 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 good, and then stop, okay? So it kind of goes from there, but there are no legs, zero, all right? So I'm strictly turning them by moving their balance over. So again, I'll show you, I don't pull on the outside rein. It doesn't even really matter. I'll just leave it there, okay? And I will just direct rein them, put my hand out here, show them what the deal is, and say walk, good, and whoa, okay? You can practice the word whoa while you're doing it as well. They might get it, they might not. It depends on how you set up your groundwork for your saddle work. It's really important when you are in the round pen with these guys that you're thinking saddle. So whatever it is you teach them on the ground, it must represent something in the saddle. So when you get up here, you are praying that you actually have something, okay? All right, so once we get them moving around, and I'll say walk, and I'll pull them off, and then go walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, and then they'll just kind of do this. They'll just do this, and you're okay. We're in a round pen, and this is good to go. So we're just going to keep steering. Walk, walk, walk. Maybe on a horse that's a little, I don't know, sluggish. It doesn't quite want to go forward. I will squeeze my legs a little bit. There we go. I squeeze my legs a little bit. I push with my heels. And when I push with my heels, if this is the heel of my boot, I push forward. I kind of scoop them. So it's like grabbing grain out of a bag, or, maybe getting ice cream, okay? And you take your scoop and you scoop the ice cream out of the bucket, okay? So this is what I do with my heels of my boot, and I scoop them forward. All right, this is not a kick to go at all. My kick is like a bump. And if you're wearing spurs like I am, I always wear spurs just because they're an extension of my heel. Okay, so when I scoop them, which I'll do here, I will scoop her, and I will ask for the walk, scoop, scoop. Oh, let me take it off here. Scoop, walk on, walk, walk, walk. Here we go. So I'm going to pull her off balance, walk, and scoop. Walk, 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 and scoop, scoop. Okay, now the other thing, you can do in there as well, and this is, always checking stuff out, is you can cluck. And clucking is always to show sign for movement. It's a voice command for movement. Smooching, or kissing, whatever you want to say, I use for teaching rhythm. So it's not that you can't smooch to go, but when they're green, they don't even know where their feet are. So it's pretty hard. So I just cluck to them to say, hey, get moving. All right? And I might cluck multiple times, whatever it takes to get them going.